Now, as I mentioned, the new record just came out. It's on Housecore Records. Go pick it up. Milk and Honing. Arthur and Punisher. Don't say author.
Don't say Arthur.
This is really interesting for me. You were discussing the images in your music. Have you ever performed your music without the images? Because when I first saw you, you didn't have the visuals. I find it interesting and it enhances the experience. But technically, in my opinion, you don't need that.
Well, as much as you, I think one of the problems is also I've been. I don't like to say headlining, but I've been doing a lot of tours by myself.
Been headlining.
Going through tours by myself in places where you're playing an hour and 20 minutes. People, they watch this, but eventually...
The attention span.
Yeah, attention span. And sometimes the video really, it's just lights sometimes.
Really?
Really we project onto me, just creates a little bit of texture and vary it up. And I think everybody should do it. I mean, it's what they can do with video now compared to just, it's the same lights flashing on. I think people enjoy it, and I want to bring as much intensity. So, as much as if I can afford to do it and continue to do it, I will keep visuals.
When you were recording this record, Phil Anselmo produced it. How was it working with him in the studio?
Well, it was funny
because he's done it. He's recorded on a whole other level.
Yeah.
So, did you find that enticing and interesting and a learning experience? Did you get it? Talk to me about that.
I mean, other than, I would say the first day we were there, we had a little bit of like a back and forth on what the dynamic was going to be. Was he going to be sitting in the room with me, telling me how to play the drums, or was he going to be through the glass, So that was something that we had to work out. And I think the most important thing was that Phil made sure that what I was doing was live and that I was locked in,
Right.
He was always like, hold it out and make it heavy, or like, this should be played cut, or do that 3 more times. And we recorded everything live. We didn't just, sequence it and then fix it. So it was takes. And for me, that was different than anything I've ever recorded. I always did things for digitally and then go back and kind of polish it up.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to be on tour. Are you playing the Housecore Film Festival?
Yes. Yep. I'll be back for sure. And, probably play the full album start to finish. Maybe I'll play Terror Bird. That's a song I can't really get away with not playing.
That's like your fucking Freebird.
Yeah, and now that I think of it, I have some. There will probably be some surprises. I don't really want to say what it is yet, but
Collaborations maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
It's not with what you would who you'd think I would collaborate with.
Really?
Yeah. So.
This is interesting. Don't worry, when I find out, I'll let you know. This is interesting. Your music can also be somewhat interpreted as soundtrack music for movies. Have you ever been approached for that yet?
Yeah.
And would you like to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Has it happened?
No. I've done some. Let's say I've done some videos recently with maybe some more like proper film producers and directors that have really opened my eyes to maybe even acting and things like that, outside of what I'm doing. But, I've gotten very much involved with the special effects and some of the costumes and things like that. So nice. I've been talking to, all that ad agency bullshit and how much you actually want to do of commercial stuff.
Yeah.
Because you have to, it's a slippery slope, but it's starting to come in, yeah.
Have you thought about also performing as far as your music with artists?
Like painting or something? For now, my artist is the video.
Too hipster for you?
No, not at all. I mean, the artist I'm working with is a video artist. For now, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I don't like painting, so it won't be a painter. I'm not really into interpretive dance, so there won't be any. I don't know, ballet behind me. I don't know. I don't know how that's
I wasn't going to ask that, but thank you for.
But there may be some vocals, some added elements there on stage, so we'll see.
Oh, interesting. Man.
Yeah, can't talk about with who, but anyway, we'll see.
Yeah, VIP. Okay, make sure you pick up Arthur and Punisher's new record, Milk and Honing, on Housecore Records. He's on tour now. You're playing San Diego tomorrow. Goal.
Actually, the 11th, July 11th. With
That's going to be an album release?
Yeah, but it's more Cattle Decapitation's album release, and I kind of just piggybacked on top of there with my album release.
Wow.
But Comic-Con, post-Comic-Con shows, so sponsored by Metal Blade, should be a good show.
Are you going back to Europe?
January, February, and then we're trying for all the festivals we can get next year.
Wow.
But we'll see what we get.
Wow.
You never know.
That would be a whole other live experience in the festival setting. Would you agree?
Yeah, the festival thing. Europe is a different animal because it's there's planes and my stuff is heavy and getting over there,
Yeah,
which I do take, a partial setup. Because everything, I can't afford to take everything. It would be thousands and thousands of dollars.
You don't ship that, do you?
No, I take it on the plane.
I was gonna say, Jesus.
But there's only so much you can take, and how much am I getting paid? And what are my fees? Are they covering those costs? So we may take a boat. We could take a boat.
Right on. Tristan Stone, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Milk and Honing, Housecore Records. Check it out.